So this is an area in Derail Valley I haven't been to yet. It's the sawmill. As you can hear from all the chainsaws going on around me. And of course the logs, which is a bit of a giveaway. But there's a reason we've come here. And it's because of this. I found a steam engine. So let's figure out how to drive it. Up we go. Right. Okay, apparently we need a lighter. And we need to go to the shop. Alright, one moment please. Ah, here we are. We also happen to be in a town from the former Soviet Republic. So let's see what we got here. There we go. Why do I have a yellow light bar here? Alright, I'm not going to question it. And here we are, back at the sawmill. Well, time to park up and see what's what. Alright, parking brake on, reverser off, and we'll shut everything down. Alright, little train. What have you got for us? Oh, we got sliding windows. Sliding windows. I didn't buy a shovel. Alright, now we're ready to go. Okay, so we have water, we have an injector, and we have a blowdown. Alright, open the fire door, and then we gotta take out the shovel. Makes sense? Gotta load the firebox with coal. I don't know how much coal, but I'm just gonna do it until it tells me to stop. Okay, we're full. Okay, now we take out the lighter. Alright, how do I lighter? I'm clicking. Nothing's happening. Oh, I see. You gotta flick it open. Oh, that's cool. You gotta flick it open. Oh, this is kind of fun. It's like a little fidget toy. Okay, I'll do it properly. Alright, so what do? I open it and then... I click... Oh. Okay. Credit where it's due. That's a very good looking flame. Alright, so we light the fire. Yep. And then we shut it. Yeah. Kind of like that. Oh, I should probably close the fire door. Yeah, keep the fire inside. Now we apply the blower all the way. Monitor fire temperature until 400 degrees. I gotta be honest. That doesn't look like 400 degrees. It's kind of still climbing. And this needs to be at least 1 bar. Well, it's at 9 right now. So you want it above that. And then we gotta enable the compressor. Where's the compressor? It's outside. Okay. So I don't have to do this while it's running, right? I mean, I'm assuming not. I gotta enable the dynamo. Okay, it's making noises. Are those good noises? Alright, lubricator. So I gotta turn that. How do I know if it's full? I can't tell if that's good. Hang on, let me... Is that good? I'm gonna assume it is. Now I gotta refill the oil. Okay, and then close it. Oh. How many of these are there? And you've got to do this every time? I'm starting to understand why you don't see steam engines all that often, all things considered. Because, I mean, I thought the diesel engine was complicated to get going. This seems like a lot more. And I'm not even started yet. Okay, so now we gotta have a look at the oil reserve. Where's that? I'm not sure that's telling me anything. Okay, we'll go and turn the headlights on as well. That's the next step. Headlights on. And then cab lights on. Probably close the doors. And we have wipers. Oh, open the brake cutout. Okay, there's one item here that's familiar. Just one. So that's got to get up to at least 2 bar. I got to fully apply the brake. Alright, so now we release the blower. And that's our speedometer. We got a sander down here. A Okay, so let's put more firebox. Oh yeah, we were out of coal. Okay, I need to refill this. It did run out while we were just doing this, so I do worry that this is going to be a pretty much constant thing. Alright, handbrake off. Forward position. Oh, this is like the reverser. But it's got so many different settings. Wait. What does that actually say? For most power at a standstill, it should be at farthest position. I'm not going to remember where neutral is. I guess that's neutral, where it's straight up. Okay, so we put it in forward all the way. Cylinder cock should be open whenever water can be heard in the cylinders. I don't know when that might be. So we've got to open it. And then gently engage the regulator. So this is basically our throttle? Oh, it is. Yeah. Okay. We're moving. We gotta monitor the steam pressure above 3 bar. Right. I have one slight issue while doing all of this. I can't see where I'm going. I guess I can probably just do this, right? I'll stick my head out the window. That might be more authentic. No, it doesn't have the right feeling. Oh, that's right, we can do this! We got ourselves a whistle. Okay, wait. So monitor pressure above 3 bar. So this is how much steam we're applying to the cylinders. If I shut that off, then yeah, there'll be 0 going. Okay. Okay, there's a lot to learn here. Okay, we can dump the coal out if we need to. I guess so if we catch fire somehow, then we'll need to do that. So this is like the water level. I don't know. So if this is completely empty, we have problems, I'm assuming. Wait, where do we see how much water there is? Because it's indicating to me something over here. How do I see this?
Hello there.
Is that good? It's just black to me. I can't see anything. You can see how much coal there is. That is a very, very small amount of coal that's in there. But yeah, I think we're good to go. Alright, so let's just check our firebox. Yeah, we're good. Okay, where do we want to go, though? Because I really don't know of anywhere to go. I'm going to find us a job. Move some empty cars. We've got a small freight haul of logs to the sawmill. I thought this was the sawmill. Okay, we could probably do this. There's five cars. I'm sure that'll be fine, right? Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Right. Where are the logs? We are at B20. Locomotive away! Shut the door. Yep. I always want to make sure. Right. Forward to position. Brake off. Let's check. Do we have fire? Yes, we do. Alrighty. Open cylinder cocks. And away. I think everything's going okay. Okay, so we need to get to that track down there. Okay, I think we're going okay. So that's the bridge that we need to use. Okay. Is there a... Yep, there's a turn signal up ahead. Alright. Alright, let's bring it to a stop. Ooh, I should probably not rip it backwards like that. I feel like that was a bad thing to do. Okay, how do I... No! How do I change the signal? Right, stop. Why can I not change that signal? Oh, because I didn't have the thing selected. Whoopsie. Alright. Alright, and then we change it. I can't tell. Is this open or closed? I think that's open. And that's closed. Where are we going? Okay. I know there's a signal up ahead I need to turn. I'm also not sure if it's supposed to be making that sloshing noise. Oh wow, it picks up speed very fast. Or at least it feels like it does. Alright, B2O, so that needs to change to a left, and that needs to change to a right. I think that's correct. Almost there. Little bit break. I think I might have hit that a little hard. Okay. All good. That's looking a little low. I'm not sure. Alright, let's go and get everything hooked up here. Okay. We go. Alright, all the handbrakes are released. But now that I'm looking at this train right here, these log cars are a lot bigger than I thought they were. And maybe it's just me, but the locomotive does look decidedly small compared to what it's hauling. I'm having doubts about this. I should probably check that all these are still lubricated. Alright, we're all good. Ooh, maybe I can see if there's enough water. There's enough water. Yeah, because now I can actually see the water level and it's full, so we're good. Come on, close. Alright. Just casually walking over a steam engine, no big deal. Okay. Alright, coal level. We're gonna need to refill that. I don't know if it necessarily needs to be full though. I'm just gonna do 3. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Alright, that's open. Alright. And we need to get to the sawmill, which is all the way down here. So we're gonna go this way, and down, and around this way, I think. We'll open those, put that fully forward. Apply a little bit of that, and release the brake. I mean, we're moving. Genuinely something I've always wanted to do. And now I can, thanks to video games. Okay, that's dropped quite a lot. Should I turn this off? Or should I leave it open? I'll leave that open for a little longer. Just to make sure we definitely don't have any water in the cylinders. It's sounding a lot less sloshy now. Alright, we're doing 10 kilometers an hour. I mean, so far so good. Alright, let's just check. Do we have any coal? Yeah, we do. We are slowing down massively. That does not sound good. What do I do? It sounds almost like the engine was backfiring. I don't know what to do. I feel like we're going uphill. Right. Okay, I'm gonna put the brakes on for a second here, so we can think about this. Is this... I'm gonna get a show of hands in the comments here. Is this damaging the engine? I mean, it says vehicles at 100%, so maybe not. Maybe it is supposed to sound like it's about to explode? Alright, fire temperature's climbing. I mean, maybe it's... because, yeah, we're going uphill and I just didn't have a lot of speed coming up here. I mean, that doesn't look good, though. Okay, this is probably where I'm gonna need the sander. Maybe. Give us some traction. I'm gonna need a little bit more coal now. Get it going. Oh, we're actually moving now. You know, maybe I'm worrying for nothing. Maybe all of that fire and embers is, it's fine. Although, that being completely empty could be a problem. I can hear a lot of water. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Okay. So I did a bad thing, huh? Well, it's a good thing I always bring a backup. Alright. Let's get all this hooked back up.
Nope.
That's a little bit too far away. You know what I'm forgetting to do? Put the parking brake on this one. That way it stops sliding away from me every time I try to hook it up. That might help. Wait, did I not have those on the entire time? Well, that's slightly scary. I might have slightly departed without my brakes hooked up properly. Good to know! Alright, we've got one... Yeah, we've got one car up here that's by itself. So I'm gonna have to hook that up separately. So I'm just gonna make sure that parking brake's on. And then we go up here, release the brake. I have no idea when that's actually gonna be connected. I can't see it. I'm literally just gonna have to guess when it stops moving. I'm just gonna put that on, and then we're gonna have a look. Is it there? Yeah. Wait, is it this one? Yes, it is this one. Alright. I'm gonna hook you up here. Come on, up you go. Alright, we're gonna tow this all the way back to the forestry. Alright, just gotta be careful about the speed here, because this is downhill. Alright, that should be good enough. Now I just gotta move the locomotive to the other side of the train, and we should be good to go. Alright, we're just coasting in. Sun's setting, by the way. We've been moving these logs for the entire day. Which also means I've spent most of the day trying to get that steam engine up that hill. And I just somehow thought the steam engine would have more power than the diesel engine. Not entirely sure why I thought that. But that's also not to say that this has that much power either. And it may indeed struggle going up that hill. There we go. We're connected. Well, we will be in a second anyway. Hook it up. Twiddle. Twiddle. And spin the wheel. Probably gonna need my lights on for this. Alright, all's good. And away we go! Alright, we should probably get a little bit more speed going. I think the speed limit on this section is 30. Well, once we exit the station. So I want to be going somewhat close to that. Mainly because I know we're going to struggle on the uphill. Just got Sander going. Alright, how are we doing? Alright, we're just under 30. And dropping. Just gotta watch that traction motor temperature. It's not just a steep bit, there's a lot of turns. But we're already further up than the steam engine made. Like, don't get me wrong, I love steam engines. Absolutely everything about them, I just love the way they look and all that. But that was sensory overload. I can actually understand why they don't just have a single driver. You know, you've got like a crew that operates them. Because there's just so much to do. Like, you need somebody to monitor your water, monitor your fire temperatures, you know, all of the firebox and steam controls, and then there's the person who actually drives it. It's a lot to do. Alright, we've got a speed limit of 60 here, but I don't think we're gonna do that. Motor temperatures are climbing, pushing as much amperage as we can. I'm just having a look at the map here, so we've got a right turn coming up. Alright, I can probably ease up on the throttle here a little bit. Kind of cool our motors off a little bit. We've got a steep gradient coming. Yeah, I learned what the signs mean. A lot of you guys were very, very helpful in the comments. So I've learned what the signs mean. So that there is a down gradient of 1.1. We've got a junction 0.2. I'm not sure what the 0.2 is. I know it's a distance. I just don't know a distance of what, maybe 200 meters. And that's a 60 speed limit. So I'm learning. So I can probably ease up on the throttle just a bit here because, yeah, we've got downhill coming up after this. Alright, we need to be turning right, so I'm going to swap that over. Make sure we're heading the right way. Ease up, ease up, ease up. Alright, we're just going to coast. -3, steep slope coming up. And I think the red and green arrows is telling me like the speed change on the next limit or something like that, so it looks like it's gonna go down. So we might actually even need some braking for this. Just managing that brake. The one thing I don't know is if my brakes would overheat. I assume they do, because I know they do in cars. So there's a limit to how much braking I can really get out of it before they're completely done. Plus, I'm pretty sure I can lock up the wheels as well if I put too much brake on at once. Like, just applying the same logic I have with cars to this. Alright, the next question is, do I want to turn left here, or do I want to turn left here? This looks like it's going along the river. This looks like it might be going along the mountainside, so I don't know if I want to risk going uphill again. Ooh. Okay. I think we got a speed limit of 80 here, so we should be fine. How's my cargo doing? Not really see much. Alright, speed limit of 60. Let's just keep it under that. What's our speed right now? Ooh, pretty much bang on. I mean, speeding a little bit, but it's fine. Alright, junction coming up. I think I'm going to take the left here. Let's see where that goes. No, actually, I think I'm going to go straight. And then we'll take the next left. You know, I'm going to turn here. I'm going to turn here. Slow it down. Alright, looks like we got 40, and maybe it's staying the same. Let's hope that I hope that I chose correctly, because otherwise it's going to be a struggle climbing uphill. Now, a couple people mentioned in the comments that the time bonuses are really valuable for some of these jobs. And so you should set up your train to whichever... Oh no, I don't know which way I'm going. Oh, I need to turn right, I need to turn right. But yeah, some people said that, yeah, you should set up the train and everything before you get going. That way you get the most time available. And I definitely am not going to be getting much of a time bonus on this one, I think. But we did just have a major accident. So I did a bad thing, huh? So that might have something to do with it. Oh, we've got a steep gradient coming up ahead. I may have chosen poorly. Yeah, this might not have been the best decision. Alright, come on. Keep that speed up. Come on. You can do it, little train. No. Oh, we're absolutely crawling now. Oh, but we are staying at 10. Come on, you can do it. We're actually gaining speed now. Alright, +1. We can make it. We can make it. I just saw that speed just come flying down. I thought we were genuinely about to start rolling backwards. Definitely getting a lot of use out of the sander today. Alright, speed's coming back up to 20. Yeah, you know, I was kind of hoping for a little bit more of a easy time down this way, but I guess not. It is just an uphill day today. We're fighting uphill battles. Alright, I've got another junction coming up ahead. But this uphill section does seem to be going on forever. Alright, let's ease up on the throttle. I think it's leveling out finally. The sign did say it's gonna go downhill in a second here, so I'm gonna have to be prepared on that brake. And we've got that junction coming up. Alright, that's right turn. Yeah, that's the way we're going. Speed limit of 60. Alright, we're just doing 50 right now, so that should be fine. We're off into the great unknown. Because, yeah, I haven't actually been down this way. It's quite flat. It honestly looks a little bit like Wipers. And if you're from Alberta, you know where I'm talking about. Oh, full brake, full brake. Oh, that speed limit sign snuck up on me. That was slightly scary. It said 60, I was doing just over 70. I think that's the fastest I've ever gone in this, in the DE2. It's a little bit frightening, but it's okay. I have gone over the speed limit a couple of times, I think, before. And it did make some odd groaning noises. but we were generally okay. I think there is definitely a limit to how much you can speed, though. Not necessarily like, you know, breaking a rule or anything, but I think there might be a genuine physical limit. In that, if you exceed it, well, the train is no longer on the tracks, which is more or less what you would expect. Oh, there's a bit of a steep bit. Alright, sander on. Push it a little bit. I just gotta watch the temperature there. This is the last little bit before we get to the sawmill. Come on. You can do it. Yes, the speed is climbing. We're almost there. I mean, this is genuinely the most amount of fuel and sand I've ever used in any locomotive. Oh, let's put that sander back on. Back off the throttle a little bit. Oh, come on, not right at the very end. This is literally the last turn. Track's a little bit overgrown here. Come on. You can make it. I don't want to overheat the traction motors. But they are getting hot. I'm gonna back off the throttle a little bit. But it's not really helping. We're so close! Alright, I gotta cool everything off for a second. Oh, brakes, 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 brakes. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Alright, I'm gonna put the throttle back up. Sander. Back off the brakes. Come on. It's rolling backwards. It's not working. To be clear, that's the station right there. Right there. We are so close. We can do this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll it back a little. Just gonna let it roll back more. And then we are gonna get it. We're gonna get it up to speed. We're gonna get a run up, right? That's the plan. We're gonna get a run up. Alright, let's not blow the traction motors up. We can do this. Come on. Go, 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 go! It's not working. I gotta let it roll back more. I can do this. We're moving, but the traction motors are getting so hot right now. Oh, it's just not working. I'm gonna absolutely just melt them if I keep doing that. We need like a really long run up. All right, let me check the chase camera. And I'm gonna do this as well, just so I know exactly what we're about to back up into. Yes, I've learned how to use this camera. All right, we can start braking here, I think. So this looks like a sort of flatter area that we might be able to do. Okay, now throttle, release the brake, get in wheel slip, turn the sander on. We are moving. We are definitely moving. Alright, I really want to get some more speed up. Just gonna absolutely push it. Yeah, traction motors are hot. Well, we gotta get it moving some way. Are we gaining speed? We're just about gaining speed. We might be completely out of sand by the end of this, but we are getting up that hill. Ooh, temps are climbing. Speed is steady, though. I'm gonna have to back off a little bit, let them cool. We are losing speed. I think it's that grassy bit. If we can get past that grassy bit, I think we'll be okay. Come on, little come on, little D2, you can do it. I'm just like pushing it into overheat, little by little. Okay, so that's not happening. Are we further along than we were? At least? Did it make any difference at all? I don't know. But what I do know is that I could do something about the issue we're having, which is I could literally put this parking brake on, and I can turn that, and I can close that, and close that, and disconnect. And that is probably the only way we're getting up the hill, is by leaving some of the weight behind. Okay. So yeah, taking 5 log cars was a little overambitious. But you never know if you don't try. You also never know if you're ever gonna be a steam engine driver if you don't blow up one every now and then. I mean, I don't think that's a rule, but I'm sure somebody said it at some point. Right, we need to go to... Well, I don't know if I'm going the right way now. You know, when I look out at the world like this, and how dark it is, and then you look at the lights like that, and it might just be because this is October, but this would make a really good horror game. And I was about to say, why isn't there a train-based horror game? And of course there is. Choo Choo Charles exists, but it's nothing like this. Like, imagine a train-based horror game where you actually had proper train controls and all of that, but then spooky stuff happens. Alright, so we're looking for track B3I. Which one is that? Okay, I can see a B1S over there. B3. Oh, I think I see a 3. So we're gonna need to flip that one over there. Oh. Alright, coast in, coast in. B3I. Flip that one. Yeah, there we go. I think I'm just gonna pull them all the way to the end. Alright. Parking brake on. Shut that off. Disconnect. I gotta put the parking brake on this one. And then we're gonna have to reverse back and get the other ones. Now, the question is, are we gonna be able to pull it up the hill? I think we might just be able to. If it's just 3. I'm really hoping we can. Also, I just had a thought. Do the cars need to be connected together on the same platform for it to count? Because it does look like they need to be, right? Or do they just all need to be on that track? Because a thought has just occurred to me. We just delivered these 2, and these 3 are still on the track out there, and I have to get these 3 to the back of that 2 there. If the locomotive is at the front, then they can't connect because my locomotive is in the middle. Which means I need to go all the way around and push these up the hill to connect them, I think. Or I can go on a different track, come around, and then push the 3 in from the front. I just don't know if they have to be in order, or if that can change. I don't think they need to be in the right order, they just have to be there. Because otherwise, I have to go all the way around here, all the way around, and then push them up. And I don't know if I want to do that. Right, anyway. Oh, I see it, I see it, I see it, I see it. Train brake, train brake, train brake, train brake. Really heavy train brake. I forgot that we were on a slope, so yeah, that brake is really not gonna have as much of an effect as you'd hope. Okay, don't release it completely. Alright, perfect. Put a little parking brake. Alright, we're gonna need to put that in forward, and then let's start hooking everything back up. Sun's coming up too, which is perfect. Nothing like a bit of a confidence boost to really let you know that you've been doing this for a lot longer than it should have taken. And I don't know if that's morning mist or if that's smoke coming out of my... Oh, it's rolling backwards. And I'll tell you what, that's the first of many not very good signs. It's already rolling backwards. Right. Okay, so based on previous experience, start the throttle. Start easing off the brake. Add sander. I do believe we're moving forward. Brakes off completely. Give it a little bit more. Because obviously, yeah, we have one extra car than we did for the previous run. So this is a little bit more weight. And as such, it is struggling. Just a little bit. And we are starting to run a little low on sand. Which means we absolutely cannot, under any circumstances, roll backwards. So my plan now is to go back on the same track that I came through on. and then reverse the train back up to the other cars, and then reconnect them at the front. And hopefully that lets me do that. Because if it doesn't, then I'm gonna have to rearrange the whole thing, which I might just want to end everything on. I might genuinely give up if it asks me to do that. Although this is one of those scenarios where it really shouldn't make a difference what order the cars go in, because they're all carrying the same cargo destined for the same place. I can understand if they're carrying different things and they have to be offloaded in a specific order, but they're all carrying the same load of logs for the sawmill, so I don't see that being a difference. Hello, other carriages. How you doing? And yes, in my mind, all vehicles, including carriages, are sentient. I did grow up watching Thomas the Tank Engine, which probably did give me that impression. But then again, I think a lot of people who like trains probably grew up watching that show too, so it still doesn't explain the people who don't think that, who then wave at trains as they go by. Okay, I think that's far enough. Did I get it bang on perfect? No, I didn't. So close. Oh, I can, ooh. I can couple it from here. I feel like that's like cheating slightly. But you know what? It's fine. In this scenario, I'm okay with doing it. Put the train brake on a little bit more, a little bit more. Okay. Can we couple it? Yes, we can. And there we go. Alright, so now I can put the brake on for that one. And I can decouple it. I'd say that's a job well done. I don't really like using the chase cam though. I prefer having all of the controls. I know somebody asked me about that. I was like, I do actually prefer using all of these controls. There's just something way more satisfying about like interacting with everything. Or maybe it's just me. All of that's sorted out. Let's go to the station office and see if we can actually validate this. Yay! Did I actually get it within the bonus time? Nope, I did not. I do also have vehicle damage. Oh, it's regular wear and tear. Well, we got some money. 23,000. Quite a decent amount of money. I'd say we're actually doing okay, and we can probably get another license for another vehicle. Or maybe not. I may have to do some more jobs before I can do all that. But if you want to see all of that, and if you want me to try a particular locomotive, or if you think I should really give steam engines a try again, because I will if you really want me to, let me know down in the comments. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. But yes, Derail Valley is definitely here to stay for a little bit, but there are also other train games out there, so if there is one you would like me to try, let me know about it down in the comments. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.